All right, well, Aaron stopped by with Palmetto Wines, and this is a new company, a small company that focuses on California labels, and they have some pretty interesting stuff. You know, I passed this Alpha Omega winery by several times on my travels through Napa Valley, and I've had an opportunity to try the wines a couple times. They're getting better and better, well, except for the 2010 No Oak Chardonnay. This wine's a little green, a little tart, and maybe just needs a little bit of time. But the Sauvignon Blanc from them from 2010 was very nice. Had this lovely fig and melon-like fruit on the nose, a nice touch of floral perfume, and a hint of stone-like minerality. Nice, zesty grapefruit citrus on the tongue. A good amount of that fresh melon and tangy acidity showing up on the finish with a nice texture, kind of a whole milk. Really complex and real long Sauvignon Blanc. All right, for 39 bucks, it should be pretty good though, folks. The 2010 Alpha Omega Unoaked Chardonnay, like I said, a little bit tart, you know, not really pleasant to me. Well, it was good, but, you know, not something that for $27 I'm going to recommend to you. The Alpha Omega Chardonnay Napa, which this fruit comes from the Hudson Vineyard. I don't know why they don't put that on the label. This is one of the more prominent vineyards for Chardonnays. Lovely tree fruit coming out in this. Apples, pears, some lemon drop candy, complemented by some lightly toasted oak spice, creme caramel, fairly complex. That lovely tropical fruit showing through on the palate with a lovely creamy texture and nice amount of that oak spice showing on the finish, but very well balanced. Nice stuff. Next up, a small Pinot Noir producer, Jack, who's buying fruit and from some pretty famous vineyard sites, the Hyde Vineyard in Carneros. It's a virtual winery, meaning they custom crush at another facility. Very candy type of fruit to the nuance on the nose here. Red cherry, raspberry coulis-like fruit, hints of allspice and kind of new leather. Very thick on the palate, again with that sun-dried kind of fruit showing up, and a note of bitterness to that spice there is also. Pretty good, but maybe a little over the top for me. 2008 Turtle Rock Willow Creek, which is a GSM from Paso Robles. You know, some great Rhone-style blends being made in Paso Robles, but these wines, a little bit tough to sell. You know, Grenache Syrah, Mourvedre, the Syrahs come from the Saxon Vineyard. Very ripe, very seductive. You put these wines in people's mouth and they love them, but for some reason they pass over them on the shelf a lot of times. But really seductive kind of berry pie bouquet on the nose with some fine herbs and dried floral nuance, what the French call garrigue. Big and fruity on the palate with gobs of that berry pie fruit, really ripe tannins and nice refreshing acidity coming through at the end. Big, but still balanced, and a lot of that floral nuance with that. Very good. And then the Alpha Omega Cabernet Sauvignon, and this is a big wine. They've hired Michel Rolland to help them consult here. Usually that means the point scores go up with Parker, but Parker's no longer rating California. What are we going to do? Uh-oh. Fresh earth, sweet tobacco spice showing on the nose. A bit of Cabernet Franc and Petit Verdot, along with the Merlot and Malbec, but, you know, 75% Cabernet in order to varietally label it that. But a good hand of toasty oak spice, some clove and currant, cherry berry fruit, ripe and forward. Really big and seductive, just what you'd expect from something Michel Rolland was consulting in. A nice hand of tannins here coming through. This 2008 vintage, pretty forward and fruity, really nice stuff. Even though pretty big, also got some nice freshness on the finish. No mistaking this one for a California Cab, though. Excellent stuff, and at 88 bucks, it should be, folks. All right, that's what I had to drink yesterday. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.